This is the 21st of November 2018. We're at Vincent Corporation in Tampa, Florida. This is the assembly department where they've cleaned out a bunch of presses here. There's a little one going together. Still got some, definitely got some big ones in process here. Anyway, we're going to be testing some hemp. Now this is the screw department. And we've got, the screw department is spread all over. A couple more work assembly areas. This is the material that we're going to be putting into the screw press, and the little screw press we have set up is right here. What's unique about this is it's frozen plant material, and so we're trying to run it cold. And that's a VFD for variable speed for this press. Okay, we're starting this test. So the screw is feeding it into the screened area. This is a perforated screen we're trying. You can see the screw going by there. And, oh, frozen clump. Yep. Hold off a second. I'm going to see what happens to this clump if it breaks up or you have to poke it. Yeah, it's riding on top of the screw, so we'd have to poke that clump.
Okay.
We're getting out some juice already. We have not started to open the cone. When we first start to open the cone, we'll have some wet material, some liquid will drain out. But once we get it form a plug and get the cake to come out, we'll start a time test. We're again squeezing all through this. This press has 4 stages of compression. Perforated screen's working well. Sure, there's some fiber in that juice. That's inevitable. These holes look like they're 33 thousandths of an inch. We're getting down to the cake discharge in here. This air cylinder is pushing the door shut at 40 psi. The screw is turning 14 RPM. We've set that with a VFD, what you see right there. We could speed it up or slow it down, but... Okay, we're starting to see a little bit of stuff coming out. Like I said, it's a little wet.
It's pretty frozen in here.
Oh yeah, this is very cold. It is very cold.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yep.
Frozen stuff.
Throw it on in. You'll see how these sticks come out.
It's feeding okay.
And we're starting to get some cake out. We don't have a whole lot of sample. As soon as the cake starts falling, we'll start a time test. We're now running a timed test. Trick is to keep the inlet hopper full.
This is non-frozen stuff. So this is thawed out in the last 2 hours.
Okay, this thawed out for a couple hours, so it's not frozen nearly as much as the other material. But you can see what we got on the frozen material. We were getting good juice extraction. Notice the stems are all broken up. If I squeeze this in my fist, I can't get a drop out of it. Hand stays warm. Well, cold. The material is still cold. We do not heat it up in the press. We're 1 minute into our time test. Collecting samples of pressed cake and pressed liquor. Notice we've got juice coming out the full length of the screen. This bar has the resistor teeth. It can be equipped to inject alcohol through there if you wanted to do that. Not sure why anybody would do that.
No THC though.
Cool, Alex.
Still a lot.
How the
Still a couple $100 worth of marijuana or hemp.
We're running 14 RPM. We could probably run it faster and get higher throughput. Yield might go down a little. That's something you have to experiment.
We'll be able to tell you after.
Motor is 1.5 horsepower. It's plugged into an extension cord around here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we cut that test off at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And
No, it's not cold.
oh, this was the stuff that warmed up. This was a very successful test. No difference between the frozen and the material that had thawed a little more. Of the material we put in, we got 55% came out as juice. And so that's a huge elimination of juice. It doesn't have the CBD in it. And our throughput, okay, this is our press cake from the first pressing. You squeeze it, you can't get your hand wet or anything. We're going to see if there's any more juice to be squeezed out of this. So this is a second pressing operation. We don't have enough for capacity. We're running at the same 40 psi air pressure on the discharge.
Different screen.
And oh, we changed the screen to a wedge wire screen. The slots look fairly wide, must be about 15, 20 thousandths. And normally for hemp we use 6 thousandths, plus possibility of bridging. And we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, the motor's struggling a little bit.
Oh, that's actually, okay, we're pushing it. I'm surprised we're getting this much juice out.
Yeah, the motor's struggling.
And we'll see if it trips out. Can you see the amps on the, no, it doesn't display them on that VFD.
We're probably over.
Well, if it's much over, it'll trip out. That may not be a negligible amount of juice. Well, we'll run some samples in the oven, get a comparison.
This is dry.